The Madison County Fair has been serving our agricultural community for over 150 years. Keeping 4-H at the forefront, more than 1,200 4-H projects are exhibited each year with additional livestock, horses, and small animal entries, showcasing the year-long accomplishments of our youth. Sarah Polacek, a 4-H extension educator at Nebraska Extension in Madison County, says it's the people who make it a success. She credits the support of local volunteers, leaders, members, clubs, alumni, 4-H Council, Fair Board, Extension Board, and Extension staff who make this program a success. But today, we turn our spotlight on Sarah.
Congratulations, Sarah. You are the 2024 AgCeptional Spotlight Winner of the Year.
When I see her doing her thing at the Madison County Fair, it's just impressive that she's so organized and driven to get stuff done and making everything just perfect down to the little details here and there.
I have known Sarah since she was a little enthused 4-H'er showing her livestock at the Madison County Fair.
She's been with Extension for almost 20 years now, and so for her to grow that program and to teach kids about agriculture, she is AgCeptional because of her passion for working with youth and teaching them about agriculture. Just like with the Ag Literacy Festival and what used to be called Life on the Farm, that's a huge event that she puts on every single year.
One thing that I work with Sarah is the Life on the Farm, and when she walks in the room, she has control of 400 children just with a look or a little nod or something, and she's always trying to improve the program and make sure that these 2nd, 3rd, 4th graders understand the value of agriculture.
My favorite part is to be able to teach my kids and all of our 4-H youth about the power that agriculture holds in rural Nebraska and in our world. And being able to share experiences and to show them and empower them to lead and to be knowledgeable. I think of my dad. My dad he's the one that's inspired me to be in the agricultural field. There's 3 girls in my family, and I was the one that wanted to be outside with Dad. And so I would help him clean hog barns, and I would always get upset because he'd be on the skid loader, and here I am with the shovel.
You may be 10, 11, and I'd be pushing the manure off of the feeding floor, and around the water you couldn't get up to it. And I happened to turn around, and here she was on her hands and knees, pulling the manure away from the water. I said, Sarah, you don't need to do that. She said, well, how else are going to get done? And so she would do it.
He will say that I was on my hands and knees cleaning out the manure with my hands because I was upset with him for being on a skid loader and determined to get that barn clean. Thank you, Dad, for helping me get my hands dirty and just kind of helping me build my career around agriculture. And so I have the passion to teach others to explore and love agriculture as much as we do.
I've worked with Sarah for almost 20 years. She's kind of a jack of all trades. She walks the walk. What she practices, what she preaches. Her kids are in 4-H. I see them out there dragging their bucket calves around. She's with the chickens. They have tons of fair projects.
Some of my 4-H projects are a woodworking solar system. I have a food pantry, and I did some pictures of some flowers. Well, she does a lot. She helps other 4-H'ers with their 4-H projects, if they're having trouble, if they have any questions. When I think my 4-H project is good, she always finds a better way to improve it and helps me improve it.
Last year I did a fishing pole. I made a fishing pole. Baking, showing animals. I like painting and every month we have a take-home kit. So she's helping with my habitat project in school, and she's helping me get the perfect shot and is it good to like put this here or like that? And she's nervous that we say bad things, but I won't say anything bad about you.
We have 3 children, and she is a great mother to them, that is for sure. I met Sarah the first day of college, actually at Northeast, and we were in a meeting of sorts of work studies, and she came in late actually, because I'm sure she was running around doing 50 other things that day.
I was running late to a work study meeting, and I was not prepared, and he loaned me a pen.
She wasn't prepared for her first day of college with a pen, but that's how we met, and we didn't start dating that day, obviously, but it took a couple years actually.
Probably turned down a couple dates throughout those 2 years, but in the last couple months in Northeast, I realized it would be sad not to be around him. So we started dating in March of 2005. And 15 years later, the rest is history, right? It was probably my last semester at Northeast. There was an ad that showed up in the paper that said 4-H assistant wanted. At the time, an assistant only needed an associate's degree. And so I thought, here we go. So I applied and interviewed, got the job, which was exciting. So I graduated Northeast May 14th of 2005, and I started working for Madison County Extension on the 16th. My goal was still to have a bachelor's degree, but I had done so much like volunteer work with the 4-H program that I knew I was going to be, like on the right track. So I kind of knew what to expect, but being on the like the coordination administration side, it was a whole new ballgame. Continued with my education, then come the fall, went to Wayne State. 2014, we had some bumps in the road, and I lost my mom. And my mom was like my inspiration. She was my 4-H leader growing up, and kind of my drive for, in the program.
The reason she's in 4-H is because my grandma Patty, full name Patricia, she was same as mom. She was a 4-H person, and she was just like her. So mom wouldn't even be here, and we wouldn't be on this TV or anything.
I needed something to keep me busy, even though I had a husband and 1 child at the time. I decided to eat my mother's words and never say never, because I started my master's degree. And so 2014, went back to school while working full-time yet, and got into the University of Nebraska, Lincoln. It was like kind of a leadership degree, and so I did that. But through that, I also decided to add 2 children to our family, so that took me a little longer. So 2019 is when I got my master's degree, and then luckily was able to stay in Madison County with Extension and the 4-H program. And so 2021 is when I started my 4-H educator position.
She's been in her position for nearly 20 years now. And if you talk to any teenager that is in agriculture of any sorts, they probably know who Sarah is, and they have good memories of her, I'm sure, going back to either school enrichment stuff or within this 4-H program, or seeing her at the fair. Lots of kids out there, and who are probably at this point in their 20s. Sarah had an impact on bringing them up in the agricultural field, just kind of fostering that ambition and that love for agriculture and the interest in it.
I want them to know that there is so many different fields of agriculture. So in many cases you think of agriculture, and when we teach about it, the most common thing you think of is farming. There is so many careers out there, and I want our youth to know that agriculture is not only farming, even though we value farming and we're feeding our world through our farmers, but in the agricultural field there is so much to be involved in. And I hope that they pursue and even just look into those different career areas so that they are knowledgeable but also thankful for the different careers that we need in the agricultural field to keep everything moving. I just think our youth they're going to transition agriculture. I mean, there's going to be things that we do now that are not even going to be used in 5, 10, 15 years. I mean, the way things change. But it's not always negative change. Change is good.
Sarah, congratulations on being the AgCeptional Spotlight. You deserve it more than anyone I know, and you have so much passion for what you do. You're more of a sister to me than a coworker, so thank you for that.
I don't think they could have picked a better person for the award, and I look forward to working with you at least another 20 years.
Sarah, congratulations on being the 2024 AgCeptional Spotlight Award winner this year. We are so proud of you. I know your dad is proud of you. Your family is proud of you.
I'm very, very proud of Sarah for what she's done, and not even 40 years old to have a career, a 20-year career, and she's not even 40 years old yet. And she, whatever she does, she gives it her all.
Thank you for helping me learn 4-H.
Thank you.
So, we love you, Mom!
Well, Sarah, congratulations on winning this award, and I'm excited to see what the future holds for you and for us. And I love you, and I'm happy to nominate you because you're well deserving of the award.
Try your best.